All right, everybody.
Yo.
Welcome to BuckleBomb Entertainment Presents. Doing a little wrestling review catch-up. So we'll be talking about the Royal Rumble, the Monday Night Raw episode, and tonight's Impact that just aired. I am your host, Sarah, out of Syracuse, New York. Today's Get to Know You Better, we're going to talk about our favorite card and or board games. For me, as far as card games, love Texas Hold'em or just poker in general. Board game. It's a game called Splendor. It's kind of like a tile game. Happens to be one of my favorite games.
I am so not used to being in this one. I'm used to like people going ahead of me. Creeps me out. Okay, so I'm. Oh, okay.
There. Is that better?
Yes, actually. I love it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Orlando from Fort Lauderdale. My favorite game growing up was Monopoly. Just Monopoly is always like a good game to like.
I love Monopoly, but nobody ever wants to play with me.
Yeah, I always enjoyed playing like as a bank, and I always like played with by my own rules as a kid. So
yeah, we know who stole from the bank.
I didn't tell anybody. So
And I am Brian Bella from Portland, Oregon. And I think my favorite one is, I'm going to go with Uno. That's all
Favorite board game?
Or
It
card
could be a
game.
game. Yeah, whatever game in general.
I mean, I'm a total chess nerd. I have been since I was 6. So I mean, like, it's not. I can't not say chess. But in terms of board games, I love the game Sorry.
Nerd.
Like,
Ooh.
sorry, as in I'm gonna have to hop off this podcast because the only person that I can hear is Orlando, and I'll be right back when I get my stuff set up. I love y'all. Be right back.
Already started with some technical difficulties.
All right, so while we wait for him to return, we'll start in the Royal Rumble a little bit here. The kickoff show, we had Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax challenging and defeating Charlotte and Asuka for the women's tag team titles.
Well, it made sense for it to be on the pre-show, so
I slept through it, so I didn't even get to watch it.
Well, we had Lacey Evans come out with, Rick causing interference, furthering the future feud of Lacey and Charlotte.
I don't get them continuing with this feud. I don't understand. Like, I remember reading a report that Charlotte wanted to come back and she wanted to be in a long program with somebody, and it was Lacey Evans. I'm hoping it's somebody else. I don't know.
I don't think Lacey Evans is bad.
I think they want to use Charlotte to, maybe kind of help teach her. Natalia did wonders for Lacey Evans, and now maybe they're just hoping Charlotte can improve her just a little bit more.
Charlotte teaching somebody?
Stranger things have happened.
Listen. I love Charlotte, but no. I don't think she could teach. I'm sorry.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
Next up, we had, to kick off the show, we had Drew McIntyre defeating Goldberg for the WWE Championship.
Which was like the most intense, like 5 to 7 minutes of my life. I was like panicking. I was nervous. I was like, oh my God.
I think we all had the anticipation that Goldberg was going to win, even though we didn't want it to happen. It's just kind of become the normal. He comes back, wins the title, gone in a month or two until next year.
I'm just glad that Drew walked away with it. The actual match wasn't that bad itself. I mean, it was entertaining for what it was. I'm glad it wasn't anything more than what it was either.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we had the SmackDown Women's Championship. A really good match with Sasha defeating and retaining the Women's Championship against Carmella.
Which Carmella took like a major bump. Like when she did that suicide dive, like her face planted to the mat. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
She did the scorpion.
Oh, was it that? Oh. That's probably what it was.
When you're watching live, it's like, oh, she did not get her arms up in time. Then you're watching the preview, it's like she kind of put them out last second, barely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I'm just glad that was such a great match. It made me respect Mella a lot more. I also loved her hair. I loved her ring outfit. Like, it was on point. Everything was there. And I love Louis Vuitton from Sasha as well.
I think in the time that Carmella's been on, her moveset has improved drastically. She moves a little more fluid.
Mm-hmm.
She probably needed the rest, maybe, because like a lot of them, when they're like on the road or like they're on like 24/7, sometimes you get rusty. So sometimes you need the rest. And she took a rest, and look what happened. She's now refreshed. Mm-hmm. Like Sasha did the same thing too. Like she needed like at least 6 months off, and she was rejuvenated. So,
what do you guys think of her new finishing move? That submission move. What do you guys think of that?
Are you talking about the one where she has it in her legs and she reaches back?
Yeah,
she's been doing that.
She's done it a couple times now.
Yeah, no, but she's been doing that since NXT.
Look new to me. I don't remember her doing it when she was Miss Money in the Bank when I started watching. So
Well, yeah, because I don't think she was using it too much. So, like now she's putting it back in her repertoire. So that's good. I like that she's adding that back. So it's a good finisher,
Oh yeah.
in my opinion.
What's it called? I can't. Do you know offhand?
I forgot what's the name of it, but I've seen it several times. She's been using it since NXT. So.
All right. After that, we had the women's Royal Rumble match,
Which was, I think, the best match of the night, in my opinion.
Maybe.
It was at least the better Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting some bigger surprises in the women's, but I'm not going to complain. We had Victoria come in. We had Tori Wilson.
Jillian Hall. I was not expecting Jillian Hall. And it was so perfect with her and Billy Kay. Oh my god. That comedy gold. Yeah. That comedy gold right there. I was like dying laughing. I was like, oh my god.
I kind of wish they had Billy stay out a little bit longer. I thought it was really funny what she was doing, just approaching all the wrestlers, with her resume, just trying to get a team there.
Yeah, I think it was more like how they set up everything. I think that's probably what happened. So
yeah,
but she was the MVP though. She was the MVP, Billy Kay. Like she was showing major character work. So
and the brief Iconics reunion was pretty nice too.
Mm-hmm.
Short-lived for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also, I'm happy that Victoria's back on WWE. WWE's graces.
I think I saw a report. It was just a one-time thing.
Oh no, I don't think she minds. It's just that she wanted to come back. She wanted that call from WWE, so she finally got it. So,
and her ring gear was pretty neat too.
I loved her ring gear. Also, Mickie James was really good too.
Yes, we got a brief moment of Mickie versus Charlotte. Oh, I want a one-on-one match between those two.
Me too. I would love to see that. Also, I loved Natalia's outfit. I know a lot of people are like,
I love her outfit too. It was Sarah and Daniel that didn't like it. I don't know why.
I just don't think that's her color.
It was I think she was going for a look, and it was very like 70s space girl type of look. I loved it.
Yeah.
I'm there for it.
It's very retro 70s type of look, yeah. I know her look is always black and pink, but it's always nice to change it up every now and then,
It seemed like the theme for the night for a lot of the girls was like that golden yellowish color, whether it be the eyeshadow or their ring gear.
Yeah.
That's funny. Dallas said, can we replace Mickie James for Victoria, though?
Can we replace Mickie James for Victoria? What do you mean?
Instead of having Mickie James and WWE, have Victoria come back?
Yeah.
What? Okay. What is the hate with Mickie James? Mickie James is a good wrestler, I don't care what's her. I know. Why
can't we have both?
Exactly. We could have them both tag team. Maybe Victoria come for one more match, Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Brian. I know you want to say something.
I'm okay with that replacement, though. I love Mickie James, don't get me wrong, but if I had to choose between the two, I would say Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid to answer real questions, unlike my co-host.
Excuse you. We're saying we want both, okay? I don't discriminate, okay? But I feel like Mickie James is a better accomplished wrestler,
Let's get Daniel's opinion on this one. Daniel?
Daniel, can you hear us?
Sort of.
But don't you think Tara was much better in Impact?
was a disaster.
It's just like to me, it's just like I like her as a psycho character. I just didn't like that whole like uber baby face that she was doing in Impact in a sense. Like I liked her like what she was doing, you know. She was able to face off some Kong and Angelina Love and stuff, but to me as just for me it's just like I love the psycho character from Victoria.
Dallas, I think Victoria would love to come back full time if she could.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see your unbiased opinion, Dallas.
All right. Next up, we had the last man standing match between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns.
Before we go to the next match, how do you all feel about the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble?
I was okay with it. I had the feeling that's who was going to win. I've been calling it since early December, so I'm pleased with it.
Mm-hmm. Who would you rather?
Okay, so it's hard to say. Like, I really think that I'm not displeased that it happened or that she ended up winning it. I don't know if she's ready for it yet. Skill-wise in the ring.
I think she is, but
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when she gets to the big stage, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think for as much time as we spend always wanting somebody like her to win, and then like the reality of it is that like maybe that person wasn't quite ready, but they do have the opportunity. But I think she'll nail it. I mean, I think she's ready to go with just about anything that you throw at her.
Good point. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi to your friend, coworker, or whoever in the behind you, Dallas.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Daniel, sorry.
I'll role play with you.
Just gonna drink.
My friends said hello, but you can't hear them now because I have to put on my headphones. But they love you. It's gonna be loose here, y'all. Sorry, everything is my fault today. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. You're working. We understand. No worries.
I also left my clip from my microphone, so I'm gonna have to do the podcast crooner stuff.
No problem.
All right, so the next match was for the Universal Championship. I had Roman Reigns defending and retaining against Kevin Owens in an last man standing match. I mean, up until the botch was pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, like, in that botch, like, it really kind of affected the match, from my opinion. You know, I think like what they should have done. I don't know if they don't have like those type of like handcuffs, where you can have like a trick where you press something and it just unlocks instead of try to do like the whole key thing, because it looked like it was actual handcuffs.
Yeah, it was. They put the keyhole on the wrong side, and Heyman couldn't see it. Some of the reports I read. But, why not have a pair of bolt cutters close by just in case?
Yeah, but then do you know for a fact it's going to be a major botch? So it's just like they had to do that.
I saw one report that said they actually pre-recorded it, and if that's true, that's big on them for screwing that up and not editing it.
I don't think it was pre-recorded because it can't say live if it's pre-recorded.
Yeah, I didn't think it was, but.
But why was the Money in the Bank briefcase there?
They were paying homage to the Game of Thrones Starbucks Cup incident.
Hey, I don't want to take anything away from this match. It was a fantastic match. I'm not trying to go there at all. I'm just noticing that though, that little detail. I was like, what is the briefcase doing there?
I said to my friends, I'm like, look, there's Money in the Bank briefcase. I wonder if Miss is going to cash in right now.
Of course.
Imagine that. Oh Lord.
I thought it was a really good match, though, but there was that botch that was kind of like,
yeah,
it's going to happen.
I mean, like the backstage stuff was amazing. Like, I didn't expect that golf cart. That scared the bejesus out of me.
Well, people are saying that they copied Revolution last year.
No. Because this part, they did it as a scare moment, whereas in AEW they did it as a comedy moment.
Yeah, they also
And
weren't
they
chasing
kept
anybody.
exactly. Thank you.
I just want to know if Sammy Guevara was watching, and if he saw that, did he have flashbacks?
No, all of them were probably like watching. I think somebody made a comment about it. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the companies watch each other, so So
Yeah.
I think no matter what happens, Sammy Guevara should not talk about it for a while. For his own safety. Nothing against him, man. I love him to death.
mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting though. I would have liked to know what Meltzer thought of that match before the botch, or if he was able to separate it in between the two. Because I was sitting there watching it, going, "This is a fucking good match. Like this is gonna is this a 5-star match?"
No, he enjoyed it. I think he was probably talking more about the botch than anything. But you know how Dave Meltzer is.
I think that Owen should have won.
Agree, but I see why they didn't do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's actually kind of perfect because, you were. I mean, who got excited for a second thinking that Kevin Owens was about to win the belt? So and then you're gonna, and then we sit there and say, well, that should have happened because we got that feeling for a second. So I mean, I don't know. It's like I kind of enjoy what I got worked pretty good in this match, even even without the botch, it's fine. Kind of actually liking this Crooner thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but it was a smart thing that they did before the botch, like where he was handcuffed, he couldn't stand up, and for him to not lose the title, he decides to just take the ref and just hit him through the post. So it was smart.
Mm-hmm.
That was a smart booking decision right there.
All right, so we'll move on to the main event aspect, the Men's Royal Rumble.
If you want to call it that. I thought that the women's match was the main event for me personally, but is what it is.
The main event on the paper card.
Yeah, on paper. The paper event.
Yeah.
The
first part of this Rumble match, it was a little slow. I don't know. Like, did you feel it was a little off or something?
I mean, it wasn't going to be if they had already announced 21 people, and every single one of those people isn't like a person that you would pop for, with the exception of Carlito. The first half of the Rumble was pretty predictable.
Yeah. But
they saved all the surprises for the end, except for Carlito.
Yeah, but can you say how Carlito looks? Carlito looks
fantastic.
Jacked.
He looked good last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Strong kip up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 fun facts number-wise about this year's Royal Rumble. This was the number 5 entrant in both Rumbles, was also the first one eliminated.
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure this is the first Rumble where number 1 and number 2 entrants were the last to win.
No, Bianca was number 3.
I thought in the Men's Rumble, Edge and Orton were number 1 and number 2. And they're also the last to win.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
So I can't remember that happening in any other Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We'll probably have to rewatch some Rumbles to see if that ever happened.
They also saying McMahon and Austin from '99. I don't remember, but we can certainly look that up at some point.
Yeah. Maybe it was, but there was a third person, but I think it was Ray and Triple H in 06. Okay. They were number 1 and number 2. But I think, and then Randy Orton was the third one. So yeah, but Triple H got eliminated before Randy Orton got eliminated. So I think that one, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I was glad to see Hurricane, get another paycheck, come in, make a quick 2 or 3 minute appearance.
But he got hired as part of the creative, right?
He was creative before he got released from COVID.
No, he's back now.
Is he?
I think he's back now with no, they furloughed him because he was a producer, I think. So now he's back because the furlough's over. So
And I saw Carlitos on a 3-week trial period to kind of see how he can handle also being like a producer wrestler, like MVP. So far, I've heard they're happy with his work, so more like we'll get hired after his trial period.
I'm happy with his work too.
Oh, I hope that he works with Andrade and Angel Garza and Humberto and Damian Priest. You know,
I love Damian Priest. I'm so glad that he made it to Raw.
Yes. I think he had the most eliminations that night.
It's possible.
He had like 5.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but yeah, look, he looked great. I'm happy now. He's like main roster now. He deserved it. You know. The big story, Christian came back. I was surprised to see him back.
Yeah, and is medically cleared to work part-time, which is nice.
I think like he probably, when he saw like Edge decide to do it, like to return, you know, like since they're both best friends, they probably had that conversation, you know. Because I think he was sad.
What do you mean? Are you trying to make me bust? About what?
Dallas, it's not hard to make you buzz, Dallas. Let's just be honest. Get excited.
Just talk AEW. He'll burst like a second.
Yeah. Look at my hat.
Well, no, I don't know if he means it like he's angry and he's gonna burst, or if he means it more like, well, how Dallas would normally mean it.
Carlito, Andrade, Garza. I'm starting to notice a pattern here, Dallas.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, because I kept on saying all the Latinos. Probably that's why. I kept.
Gotcha.
We got Damian Priest at number 14 and did very, very well. And I'm excited about what he did last night also with Bad Bunny. That was a good way to bring him onto the roster.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But we didn't talk about Bad Bunny's performance.
Hey, there's nothing. Hey, we talked about number 8 Carlito, and I'm talking about number 14 Damian Priest. I'm going in order, sir.
But Bad Bunny came into the match because he helped out Damian Priest to eliminate Miz and Morrison.
It was great.
And then he did a nice diving crossbody off the top. A lot better than Snoop Dogg's frog splash.
I'm gonna say he beat Snoop. Snoop just kind of fell.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets an E for it.
Could you imagine how high he was? I don't mean on like how high he was off the ropes.
It was like 7 feet high.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
He was at least 7 feet high, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm good with bad jokes.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the exchange between Riddle and Daniel Bryan. That was some good wrestling there. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, they were like really hitting each other. I was like, shit. Like, calm down, both of you.
That was great. Too bad they're on different brands.
No, we didn't forget about her. What?
I don't want to talk about that moment. I hate that moment. Like, even though I'm happy that Alicia won the title, I just hated that moment. That was a bad moment for that Women's Rumble match. It was not necessary, in my opinion.
I'm pretty sure the last 2 years, the 24/7 titles interrupted the Women's Rumble at some point. So I'm pretty sure it did last year too.
It was unnecessary, in my opinion.
We need to start passing it around to the ladies and keep it amongst the ladies for a while. Makes it way more interesting.
I agree. At least it'll give them a little bit something else to do.
I'm tired of seeing all the jobbers chase around the 24/7 title. That's the only thing that I really hate about it. I don't mind it being a thing, and I loved the hardcore title when it was originally 24/7. So I mean, just stop having everyone that is in the fucking doghouse chasing the 24/7 title.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Humberto deserves it, but I digress.
Where is he?
He's in main event. He's in purgatory.
God bless America and Mexico. God, it's not cool.
Who's in main event?
Humberto Carrillo.
Humberto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
But look, if Carlito does come in as a producer, maybe he'll help out Humberto. I'm hoping for it.
Hopefully.
You know? Yeah. You know, It's the whole Latino thing. And oh, he can even help Lucha House Party. That's even perfect right there too.
Hey, they're starting to get some more matches, and they're always awesome. They're such a good tag team.
Ooh, I can't wait for tomorrow when they face
Legado del
what's the other-
Fantasma.
Yes. Oh, that's gonna be a good match. Ooh, can't wait.
Not to mention Edge is going to be on NXT.
Hmm.
Is he?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
I decided to put a post and people were being a little shady about it. I was just only saying like, how about Edge versus Finn? But people can't dream or can't keep their pettiness to themselves. So
Wait, why? What happened? What did they say? I want to know the tea.
you can ask Dallas. He'll let you know.
Oh, what did he say?
Look, I get for the fact that they're gonna bring Edge to NXT to help out the ratings for AEW's little like special show, but I wasn't talking about that. I was only talking about maybe having a dream match between Edge versus Finn.
I would love that match.
Exactly. That's all I want to say. But of course, everybody wants to bring up, AEW versus NXT. I'm not, I get it. There is yeah, exactly. I'm over that too. It's just like, come on.
It's not even going to be a thing here pretty soon, and they're going to be on
Yeah.
different nights. So whatever. Just
Mhm.
Yeah, just breathe, everybody. AEW will get their 1,000,000 views soon. So relax, everybody, relax.
The only
So
They're
thing-
winning.
I can promise you, if it's on different nights, both of them are hitting. Like both of them are going to be big contenders.
they're the best shows,
Of course.
Right.
hands down.
Okay.
Anyway, so how do y'all feel about Edge winning this year's Royal Rumble?
Eh.
Eh.
I would. I understand the people that are going to say that you should give it to an up and comer and that you shouldn't be putting old legends over and blah blah blah. And I would say that's probably true for just about anyone except for Edge. But I don't hate it. I want to
No,
make sure that it's something cool. And I don't want Edge versus Drew. I don't want that. Like
No, the reports are saying that it's going to be Edge versus Roman. So
I don't want that either.
really,
I mean,
I wouldn't mind that.
Spear
I
versus
think no,
Spear
but
and
that,
Naito.
yeah, but like to me, like now that Christian's back, there's a story right there. Like Edge and Christian are like almost like family for over 20 years, more than that, I think.
Which
And
is
then they
why
could.
I have an idea.
Which is why.
Sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought, but I have a
No,
good idea.
but I was just gonna say because like then he'll face like Roman and Jey Uso because it'll be like a family versus family type of trope, kind of like storylines in a sense.
I'm cool with that. And in fact, I'd be even cooler with this. Since Christian is also back, and we never thought we would have this again, and we never had a Royal Rumble challenge for the tag titles. Why wouldn't you have Edge and Christian go for the tag titles? And if you want to, you can even put the titles on Roman and Jey Uso, and Evelyn has locked herself onto the patio. Just 1 second. Wow.
Okay, I get what he's trying to say. Okay, so that makes kind of sense, and like have them have another tag team run. I wouldn't mind Edge and Christian have another tag team run.
I mean, who's to say that Drew might not lose the title at Elimination Chamber, and that's who Edge faces at WrestleMania.
Well,
I'm not
I don't
saying
know.
it's just a possibility.
No, I know. I don't know. Like there's like different ways that they're going with it. Not that's why I brought up like Edge going to NXT. That could be a little bit of a swerve, but I know he's not going to face Finn. I would like it, but he's not going to face Finn.
You never know.
You never know.
WWE does do some strange things.
Yeah. Any thoughts? Any dream matches, Brian? No.
Ooh, here's one.
Something because here was I think back before Edge got injured and he had to retire. I think there was a report that it was supposed to be Edge versus Christian for the world title.
Yeah, that's much cooler. I either want them to challenge for tag, or you can do that with the singles. I'm totally cool with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. there's history right there. They bring back nostalgia from like, you know, they have like what 20, 30 years of history.
Probably more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you want to talk about anything else, Rumble wise?
I thought Matt Riddle had a good showing.
Mm-hmm.
Glad he got all that time. And I definitely want Daniel Bryan versus Matt Riddle whenever I can get that. If you can find a way to make the quarterly brand invitational happen again, and then you can have that match.
And let's not forget the Friday Night Messiah is back.
Yeah, Seth Rollins. I'm glad that he's keeping that gimmick too. I like.
Yes.
It's fun.
I'm just wondering how long it's gonna last. That's the thing.
I want him to have full 12 apostles.
I mean, they're in Fox. So I don't know if they could do that. I mean, or they have to do like a really PG version of that. So
Have
It's
a
all
Last Supper
PG.
before WrestleMania.
maybe.
All right. So, how would you guys rate Royal Rumble on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give it 8.5 out of 10.
Royal Rumble being my favorite, I'm going to 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm going 8.
Tell your friend bye. Have a safe trip. Where she's going.
Hi, Evelyn. Have a lovely trip across the hall. Don't
Daniel,
trip.
what you rate Rumble?
I'll give it 8.
Okay.
I think 8's. I mean, it's a good Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't, and I give them credit too for not really, for the circumstances obviously being what they are, and not having the ability to bring in as many surprises as you want. And they
Especially
did
at this
well,
time.
right? And they did well with their talent. I mean, how often do we get to say that?
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll move on to Monday Night Raw. We had Drew come out and do his opening monologue, kind of giving props to Goldberg. I mean, do you guys think this is the last we see of Goldberg this year?
I hope so.
Nope.
Nope. He'll have a Mania match. He'll face somebody. I don't know who, but
Either Mania or SummerSlam, one of the two.
Or Saudi Arabia.
no, they're not gonna have it. Or
Are they not?
I don't know if they're going back to this year yet.
yeah, I don't think
Wouldn't
this
put it
year.
past him. Go get that money. Wouldn't put it past him at all. It's early yet.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's just go with no. Let's not put this in the universe, you guys.
No, Daniel keeps putting it in the universe.
Look,
he likes
we have to
that.
get through this contract somehow, okay, y'all? Like, it's not going away, so we may as well just get it over with.
Look, if I'll give him like maybe a 5-minute Rumble appearance, and then he's done. No more Saudi Arabia, nothing, nada, nothing.
No, I don't think this is not. It's not his last ride. I hope it would. I wish it would be, but
Okay, moving along.
So the first
Yeah, I'm
match of the
depressed, man.
evening, we saw Matt Riddle beating Bobby Lashley by DQ, but Bobby Lashley just basically becoming unhinged here.
Well, it was more Riddle winning by DQ because he put him. He was at the ropes. I think that's what happened. And then
Yeah.
like he was tapping out, but like the ref was like counting, like get him off the ropes, and then he counted him out. So I think their feud is not over yet. So
No, certainly not.
Do we think we're gonna see Riddle with the championship belt?
U.S. title.
Yeah. Sorry, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're not going to do it at WrestleMania, which I hope they don't, because I don't need to see 3 more months of this. But I think that they'll have to get the belt off of Bobby for him to do whatever he's going to do at WrestleMania. I think like he's not going to have a big like U.S. title match because they don't know how to do that with that title. They're going to have some kind of program for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him winning it yet. I don't know. It's just like Bobby, I don't know.
I don't know how many U.S. championship matches he can have, and I mean that's kind of what they do with this belt. Like you challenge for it like 5 times, and then you win it when nobody wants to see you win it anymore. That's what they did with Ricochet. So I mean, it could be the same formula. I don't know.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Next up, we had Xavier Woods with Kofi finally coming back, but not actually getting involved in in-ring action against Mustafa Ali.
He was involved in out-of-ring action.
Mm-hmm.
That was
He's not
good.
medically cleared yet.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it will be Ali versus Kofi at Mania or like one of the pay-per-views?
Fastlane?
Probably Fastlane, but some sort of shenanigans, so they have some sort of big payoff at WrestleMania in a rematch.
I mean, I like it in paper, but I'm hoping that they give them like moments where they can like tell the story they want to tell, because like it's just like of course Ali is bitter because Kofi got the whole push in 2019. So
it's a good
we
story.
shall see. No, it is. It's written right there.
Retribution is in one member of Retribution is in a good story. There, I said it out loud. I'm not saying it again.
Brian, your thoughts?
I don't have any.
So, so one interesting note that I noticed, Xavier Woods said he was going at a best of 5 series with Retribution. There's only 4 male members of Retribution. So you're going to face Reckoning next week?
I don't know if she's cleared. That's the thing. Or they're going to do like a tag match. They have to do a tag match where Kofi comes back.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. And then like I think Retribution will win because they'll pin Xavier, and then from there Kofi will do the best of 5, or best of 4, whatever. So we'll see.
Next up, we briefly touched on Damian Priest. He went up against Miz.
They should have not shown this backstage. I think it would have been more effective if Bad Bunny just like they did the segment with Miz TV and then Bad Bunny brought him out instead of like showing him in the back. I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. Bad Bunny coming out from Miz TV, Miz trying to get them, to kind of collaborate and do something again.
Which, thank God, he said no, and he didn't apologize because Miz deserved it. Broke his whole set, please.
Can we talk about how funny John Morrison's dancing was? I laughed so hard.
Oh my God, and his Spanish is so horrible.
My wife laughed so hard. She was dying laughing.
I thought it was an adorable segment, though.
I love John Morrison.
Me too.
No, but I don't know what. Yeah, give him like at least maybe a U.S. title. I would like to see John Morrison with the U.S. title.
Give him
I
the
don't think
big
he's ever
belt.
They're not going to give it to him. I'm knowing like a lot of these people that have returned, they're not giving them the belts unless if you like.
I'm just saying it should.
I know. I wish they should too.
And give him a 24/7 title run.
Oh no, Sarah.
It goes along with his comedy stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. God no. Okay, so Damian Priest had a match with Miz, which was good. I'm surprised that Miz took out a good match from somebody.
The shade.
I'm sorry. I'm over Miz. Like I loved Miz in 2010, and I always defended the Miz. But this Miz, no. Nope.
But they figured it out because he's good for that crowd that likes to watch reality shows or like the moms of some of the fans or something like that. So he's there for that purpose, and he serves their outside content thing. And apparently he can lose every week and it doesn't matter. He's been losing for months to people. You know he's not going to win. Like he's like him carrying around the briefcase, ain't gonna do shit with it. You know he's not, and it's okay somehow. Like he has he's a Miz shield. The Miz has a shield, okay, and he's basically untouchable. You can't make him any worse. And then if you win and you want to push him, it's not that bad. He is the medium ground. I'm just saying business wise. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying I like it, but I see his function for the WWE and how he helps them make money.
Which then he just stops wrestling and just do PR for them. Okay, it's just I'm just over it.
I'm cool with that too.
You know.
I would encourage that.
Anyways, but Damian Priest got the win. Thank God. He deserved the win. Thank you.
Next up, we had the Hurt Business defeating Lucha House Party for the tag titles.
Yep. I mean, like, there's more a little bit of the story because, like, if you saw, like, towards the end when Shelton got the win, Cedric kind of, like, bitched. He's just like, you saw that? You saw that? That was no tea? Da, da, da. You know?
Oh. Yeah, because Shelton tagged himself in when Cedric's about to get the win.
Yeah, because he wanted the glory. That's why. So
I like that storyline, but I think that they already blew their wad with it because they've already had, like, the complete 100% meltdown before this. So it's like, I don't know.
We'll see.
Okay, I guess it's good for storyline, but it's still another case of a better tag team not winning the tag titles.
Brian, do you have any comments?
No, not at this time.
Brian's picking a spot.
Moving on to another tag match. We had the number one contenders match for the women's tag team titles.
Stop. No. I hate this. I hate this match. I hate this segment. No. I'm sorry.
Why?
Wow.
Okay. Let me say this bluntly and say this nicely in a sense.
No, be blunt.
They should not have Dana and Mandy in this match no more. Like, what? They keep losing. They're not a good tag team together. I mean, like, I like the pairing at first, but I'm, like, over them now. And then they put a random team with, like, Lana and Naomi. Like, come on.
But they have matching gear and they show their muscles at the same time.
Oh,
I actually love those two together. Like, I think it's just they're working on making them better wrestlers together. I'm fine with them losing for a while. It's just kind of like what AEW does until they find something in you and move you up. I'm fine with it.
I don't know. I'm just like over this whole tag team type of scenario that they're trying to do in Brawl. It's not working for me. It's just like.
Do you think that the reason they do this is because they have the rights to people's names, but they don't want to fuck with, like, having tag team names and having to acquire the rights for that and then having to deal with that later? And that's why now we have all these, like, we don't have Robert, we have Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, but they should have a name. They've been a tag team for a while. We had Cesaro and
they actually got a name, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dirty Dogs.
Dirty Dogs. DAWG.
Okay, well, that's awful, but at least they have a name. And
wait, whose name is that?
Dolph and Robert Roode.
Robert. Yeah.
Oh.
Rudolph.
No, but here's the thing. It's just that Vince McMahon hates tag teams. He hates tag team wrestling. He hates the tag team titles. He hated bringing the women's tag team title, so that's why it's pointless. That's why a lot of people are not caring. That's why he broke up the Iconics, which, they should have built a division around them. Like, if you would have saw, like you saw, like, when they first introduced the tag titles, they had 6 viable tag teams. What happened to all of them? They all broke up.
They're shaking it up.
Please.
Shaking it up.
I'm just hoping for the women's Dusty Cup that they use some of those women for the tag team, like, division, because, like, they deserve it, I just, and then Asuka got beat. like the women's champion. Like,
I'm not a fan of that at all.
exactly.
Dana
Like,
Brooke
I
is
like
in
the
the
fact-
ring and you pinned Asuka.
Exactly. Thank you. And like they're doing the story where she's getting annoyed. Like it looks like Asuka's going to be the heel, and they're making Charlotte the face, which that's not right.
Well, this is how we get evil Asuka from the Mandible Claw.
I
Kana's
hope
coming.
she wrecks every fucking woman there because they all deserve it. I
I think
hope
that last
so.
night, I think that last night was even her way of like starting to show that in the promo that she gave, because she did seem a little out of it.
Yeah.
It's coming. We're getting Kana. Kana's coming.
I hope she interrupts the match between her and Lacey and destroys both of the women. Ooh, I'm waiting for that. I'm hoping for that happen.
Going to be
Okay, my
Fiend
rant's over.
versus Kana.
How much tea have you had to drink today, Orlando?
No, I already have water. That's it.
I'm afraid to move on to the next tag team match here. It was Carlito and Jeff Hardy defeating Elias and Jackson Riker.
This was great.
No, I don't mind this match actually because at least like Carlito got a win. So
Jeff Hardy
plus-
didn't lose. Carlito gets a win. Jackson Riker loses.
thank you. Thank you. See,
Mhm.
me and Daniel are on the same point here. See?
Elias was there. You know,
Daniel, thoughts?
this is
Or Brian,
great.
thoughts?
I
I
couldn't have
really
any-
like this one. I don't mind the Jeff Hardy and Carlito team. I liked it.
You should let them tag together more.
Hmm
Let them hang out.
Mhm.
Wait, isn't Hardy and Riddle coming a team? Then they
He's been
buy
tagging with everyone. Jeff Hardy has been a little tag team slut lately.
He even tagged with Ricochet at main event like
Yep.
a few weeks ago.
Tag team slut.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we had Alexa Bliss defeating Nikki Cross.
Poor Nikki.
It was a decent match.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait.
happy to see
I
Nikki
think
back.
I hate her music entrance. Oh my god.
I hate it too.
Does not fit her. That is more Lacey Evans' music entrance. I'm sorry. She's coming out of the country music.
They don't know what to do with Nikki, and they're afraid to have. I mean, just let her go insane. It's like we know she can do it. It's convincing. It's fun, and the
However,
fact that
I think they are because of how she reacted during the match with Alexa. So I'm thinking she's gonna get involved with the Fiend and Randy Orton.
it all makes sense. Let's play. Let's play. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play.
Mhm.
Come on.
Exactly.
It's one. I mean, don't miss that. You set yourself up for this so well. Don't fuck it up, please.
They will.
Brian, your thoughts?
I'm kind of over Nikki. I don't know. Well, not over Nikki. It's just do something with her or just let her do something else.
There has to be a plan here.
Yeah,
Okay.
as
Oh, I
far as
think-
Alexa, whatever.
All right. And then our main event was the final match, the last payoff before they move on to new things.
Are
Edge.
you sure?
Yeah,
That's
right.
how it's been billed. Randy Orton's going to move on to the Fiend.
Are you positive that they're gonna be moving on?
This is the greatest show.
I'm sorry, Sarah. No. Yeah, I feel like they probably will move on. Hopefully, because of course Randy Orton's still dealing with the Fiend. So
Mhm. Especially after the way this match ended with. Yeah, that was pretty cool. The way you have Alexa just pop in and spewing that tar from her mouth.
I hope that's licorice.
no, it is licorice, of course. Come on now, they're not gonna be that savage. I mean, not unless like it was like Summer Rae. She did a story where she said that they actually use kitty litter, and then they found out that that's poisonous.
Later discovering it was
Yeah.
poison.
And then like her face was all over the kitty litter because they were doing like a cat fight segment. It was Summer Rae versus Layla, and then like Layla was pouring like cat litter on her and then putting her face all over it. and then they didn't realize that it was poisonous. But no, but I feel like no, they probably it's probably licorice for blood, So
I mean, I'm all about this Alexa Bliss stuff. I don't know why some people here don't like it, but it's okay. It's fine. It's not for everybody.
I think there's some people that just don't like supernatural stuff. I don't know, like they accept it with the Undertaker, but not anybody else. I don't know. I don't mind it. I'm just waiting for the end point for me. Because I'm just waiting for Bray Wyatt to come back because he's been gone for like what, over a month now. So
give him props for actually slow playing something.
Hopefully it pays off.
But I will say this is the most I enjoyed watching Monday Night Raw in quite some time.
Yes. It was enjoyable. There were some questionable things that they were doing, but it was enjoyable.
Of course there are. But this is pretty much this was the best Raw of the year.
I mean, there's only been 4 or 5, so it's not hard to say.
Hey. You ruined it. You ruined it.
Yeah, I know, Sarah. Jeez.
I know. I'm sorry. That was such an Orlando move, but
it was an Orlando move.
I can only do that, okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to steal your gimmick.
Gimmick infringement.
All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this episode 7.5.
Well, you're generous. I give it 6 3/4.
Going 7.
I'm gonna go 7 as well.
Okay. So we'll move on to tonight's Impact episode, which I didn't get to watch yet. Orlando and Brian, I know you guys watched this. I got a match list here. I don't know if this goes in order.
I have the order actually. So they
Sure.
had Tisha Steeles versus Jessica Havoc. I like the fact on how like Tisha Steeles was like working Havoc's leg because she's the taller of the two. They were like and I like the fact that they're still continuing on, that they're still facing each other for the Knockouts tag titles. So these teams are probably going to face. I don't know if it's the next pay-per-view coming up or maybe the following one, maybe in April. I don't know. What do you think, Brian? Did you like the match?
So this episode became background noise to the other things that I was doing. I didn't actually see that match.
Orlando, you're the only person here that's seen this episode.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. This was a good match, actually. If anything, you should watch this match because at least Jessica Havoc knows how to work, as a bigger girl. Like, I think Nia Jax can learn some things from her, but anyways.
She can learn a lot of things from the school janitor, probably.
Yeah, but Havoc got the win because of the distraction that happened. Then they showed what happened last week with Ken Shamrock, where he still beat up a lot of people in security. He even attacked Sammy Callahan, so their relationship is done. And then, of course, Scott DeMornay, I think that's his name.
Yeah,
Yeah, he suspended Shamrock, and Sammy didn't really care. So
I don't need Shamrock in wrestling.
yeah, he doesn't add really much to it. I don't get why they bring him in and then they suspend him. They bring him in and then they suspend him. I don't get the story. But
he's important though. He's the first, MMA guy that actually crossed over and it worked.
mm-hmm.
But it did
And he
said he was good.
But no, like he was actually their first kind of champion in TNA because I think he has history in TNA.
He was the first champion.
Yeah, so that's why, like, he has history there. So
he was like the original Ronda Rousey, sort of.
But more Brock, you mean? You mean
yeah,
more Brock?
I guess more. Well, just good. Okay. I don't know how to have that argument, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. Then we had like a Rich Swann and a Tommy Dreamer segment where Rich Swann brought up the fact that how Tommy Dreamer got his title shot from what's his name? The legend from He's like a living legend. He was in ECW.
Tommy Dreamer?
No, not Tommy Dreamer. No. He was like an actual legend.
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk, thank you. Okay. Where Terry Funk gave Tommy Dreamer a title shot like 20 years ago when Tommy Dreamer was still young, you know? So, he was paying it forward in a sense. Like it was it's like kind of like paying it forward in a sense. They were bringing back some history there. That was a nice little segment there from them.
Terry Funk on the show?
No. They're bringing up history, like Tommy's history, like Tommy Dreamer's.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love Terry Funk, Dallas, and I don't know why you think he has a stupid voice. He said that the other day.
Anyways.
I was checking.
I was like, what?
Anyways, then we had a good brother segment where they were hyping up the AEW Dynamite episode, and then Storm and Saban come in, and then they're having a title match next week. So I like the team of James Storm and Chris Saban because they both have history in TNA/Impact. They're like the originals in a sense. And then we had Mad Max Bolton versus Josh Alexander, which that was a good match actually.
You're doing a really good job, Orlando. I'm sorry that we all didn't watch this.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I watched this one. It was good.
Yeah, like Josh Alexander, I like his his ring presence. He gives me a bit of Kurt Angle in a sense. So, and he won, which was surprising to me. I thought he was going to lose because now that he's a singles competitor, I thought the story was going to be that he was going to be losing. So, but he won. He beat the tall guy. Then Brian Myers comes in for a little ring segment, and then he's saying that he can't wrestle Eddie Edwards because he has an eye injury, which he's making an excuse, quote unquote. And then Eddie Edwards comes in and just gets into his face, and then Hernandez returns, another Impact original, and then Matt Cardona comes out and saves Eddie Edwards. So, and then it seems like we're going to be setting up a tag match with Edwards and Cardona versus Hernandez and Myers for February 13th.
Wait, Dallas, what do you mean by Brian Myers come on, I fast forward?
Why don't you like Brian Myers? He's doing some good work. I like his character work there.
He's a decent wrestler. I like him.
Yeah. He has a chip on his shoulder now, which is interesting. He's been having some good matches actually. So if you watch some of his matches, it's good. And then
you're watching Dark on us while we're talking.
Yeah. Anyways, then we had Crazy Steve versus Larry Deeb. I think that's his name. He's from Triple XL.
Yeah, I actually really like that match. I loved his when he came in and when he was on his knees and then did the Undertaker thing. That was pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he kept on biting him a lot. I was just like, COVID, hello. But of course, then Larry, of course, wins because he hit him right in the face when he was trying to come back into the ring. And then this is the part I didn't understand. They did a Trey Miguel interview where it seems like he's burying his fellow Rascals members. So I don't know if he's turning heel or if he's doing a new character trope. And then yeah. And then Sami Callihan came in. It seems like they're gonna have a match together because Sami Callihan is questioning what has he done and why should he come back and stuff like that. So we'll see where that goes. And then it seems like we're gonna have a 6-person tag match between Triple XL and Tennille Dashwood versus Decay and a partner of their choosing for the pay-per-view. So I'm wondering if they're going to bring in a new person. We'll see about that. And then Susan versus Jordan Grace. Now, this was a nice little match. I like the Susan character, which is Su Ying. Su Young or Su Ying?
Su Young.
Su Young, yeah. Which it's an interesting Susan character. It seems like she's like a Karen in a sense. And it's like I like the beginning of the match. She was like taking off her glasses. She was trying to take off her coat, but then Jordan decided to just beat her up and stuff. Jordan won though, and then like they were fighting everybody, and then ODD returned. So we got another original Impact
cool.
original. So ODD is back. So it looks like she's going to be teaming with Jazz and Jordan to face. It looks like they're setting up a lot of tag team matches for this next pay-per-view. There's like going to be a lot of like tag team matches coming up.
She announced that recently on a podcast.
Yeah, she did.
She didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm. And then they had a segment with Private Party and Matt Hardy where they got upset because Sabin and Storm got a title shot. But Matt said he told them to calm down, just think about the tag team turmoil in AEW tomorrow, and then they'll take care of the tag match for next week. So that's how the match was.
And don't forget that he gets 50% for Impact and 30 at AEW.
He's still doing that. That's so stupid. And then they had a Tony Khan commercial, which is kind of funny. It seemed like he's drunk or high.
Wait, who?
He was just Tony Khan, like his commercials. He was like, he said he's even a little salty though, because he was just like, listen, you thinking that I'm not allowing my wrestlers to come and wrestle to other promotions? I have Private Party facing your tag champions. How about John Moxley actually going to New Japan? I allowed him to go defend his United States title. It was kind of funny, the commercial. Uh-huh.
I really am afraid of the heel territory that they're scratching with this stuff, but I mean, it's all still very interesting, and I'm gonna watch all of it.
With who? With Tony Khan?
Yeah, with the partnership, and it's like it's one thing if there's a partnership, and obviously there's going to be faces and heels in situations, but when it comes to the owners and everything that we've ever seen with authority figures, et cetera, it's like you are really walking a line there that you haven't crossed yet in terms of this could be really bad, but I mean, it's a very thin line.
We'll see. I don't know if he's going to turn heel or he's just going to be a heel figure for Impact and not for AEW. We'll see.
I mean, I love the idea of evil Jerry Lynn. I think that's funny to me because he just seems like such a great dude. But like, if it was evil Jerry Lynn working for AEW, then that would be a little more interesting. But like evil Tony Khan, I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the evil type. He will probably be like those silly heels. I don't know, but we'll see. And then we had Raju versus TJP. It was an okay match. Raju has a new alliance with another person. I don't know his name. I seen him before in Impact. I forget what was his name. They'll probably bring him up again. They'll probably say who he is. And then the main event, which was Moose and Chris Bay versus Dreamer and Rich Swann, which Moose and Chris Bay won. So Moose pinned the champion. So now he has the right to say that I beat you and I deserve a title shot. So we'll see if that ever happens.
Moose for mayor.
Moose is doing some good work. I like his facials and his what he's doing and stuff. It's really good.
He's great.
Moose was a football player for the Syracuse University football team.
Hey.
Go Orange.
See, I'm from Tennessee. That means something different down here. When you say go Orange, you mean go Tennessee. It's a different shape orange, though. And I hate the university.
Hey, yours is a weird orange. We got the good orange.
Yeah, it's all weird. Fuck you, T.
While your camera breaks.
I said it again.
Tonight's Impact was very much like an Impact show. It was like it didn't have much like AEW influence, or they're losing their little bit of their spark. But probably when Kenny Omega comes in, probably it'll get back to where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
How are the views? Do you know?
Oh, I didn't see the views. No.
I wonder if
they've been getting 100K So it's been doing good for Twitch at least.
Yeah.
100K on Twitch again?
Who?
Did you say 100K
Yeah.
on Twitch still? That's really good. It's really
I
good.
mean, but like how me and Brian were saying, like their pay per view was really good. Their last pay per view was really good, and last week's episode was really good as well. So
I don't think it's been 100K. Because in chat, it's only like 7,000, 10,000. Maybe all of it together, though.
probably, I don't know. But I'm also seeing like when everybody's doing like the reviews of like the ratings, they add now Impact, and they're saying that they're beginning 100K. So maybe it's the views for the actual channel.
Maybe. Or a
Yep.
combination.
Might be combined, yeah.
Yeah, it could be combined. So. So yeah, but
All right, so out of 1 out of 10, what would you rate the show?
I would give it a 6.5. It was a decent show, because it's basically more about Impact from their history and the current roster that they have. So,
Mhm.
and Private Party fits well with them. So
Yeah, I also give it a 6.
I'm not allowed to rate this. I didn't see it. But I give Orlando's performance a 10 out of 10.
you're so nice. Mm-hmm.
I'll give Orlando's performance a 9.5.
Oh,
Points taken off.
Yeah,
Points taken off
of
for
course.
dissing BTE.
I watched one episode of BTE, and it was horrible. The whole Festus thing that they had to bring that up, it's so stupid. I'm sorry.
Dallas, I'm going to do my best to make that happen.
Boy.
Dallas wants to meet up at Revolution.
Oh. Well, I mean, you're maybe 15 hours away from Florida?
Only 10.
Oh, see?
Only 10 from Jacksonville. How close are you? Why aren't you going to Revolution?
Because I work.
Oh, good answer. Also, it's not safe to go anywhere.
Exactly, no.
It's so far for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just a plane ride away, sweetie.
It's true.
For me, it's like a 7-8 hour drive.
I don't know.
No, I'm thinking that. I think it's 7 hours. I think it's 7 hours.
Is it that far?
Yeah.
Florida's fucking huge, man.
No. Yeah, because I remember
the serial killers go.
What a big state.
That's northern Florida, not in South Florida, okay?
It's Florida.
Mm-hmm.
50 Shades of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm in. I don't know how to say this.
You're in Portland. You're in Portland, right?
I know, but the other day he thought Oregon was next to New York.
Oh, dear.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, I don't know how to describe where I went. Okay, I'm
Do you know
top
where
of California.
The Pacific Northwest.
There you go.
I'm not positive that's gonna help him.
Okay.
Far away from Dallas.
I'm on top of California. That's gonna be your easiest.
No, how about this? Make it easy for him. I'm on top of where the Bellas were born, and on the bottom of where Daniel Bryan was born.
Oh, God. Oregon is the Bella child of the West Coast.
I mean, hence Brian Bella. Hello.
Dad.
Somehow
we made that all make sense.
Good job, Tom. I can't wait for their sons to grow up and be tag team champions. Oh, I want to see that.
In AEW, absolutely.
No.
He was born in Washington. Washington is above Oregon. Not Washington, D.C. Those are two different places.
Bella Boys in AEW. Now,
For those of you listening on the audio, our friend Dallas is always sending us a lot of fun comments, and we're reacting.
I knew he was going to say that. I fucking knew he was going to say that. Can you post that, please?
why is he only thinking East Coast?
There's two coasts.
Okay. Everybody that's listening to the audio, please know your maps. Please know the whole United States of America. Please. There is an East Coast and a West Coast.
And a mid coast if you want to get technical.
And the Midwest.
Coast. I
It
guess
doesn't make
coast
any
is
sense at all.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Like Southwest? I don't know.
Yes.
In the Midwest, it's on the eastern portion of the country.
Yeah.
Boy, we've really derailed from the topic at hand here.
I'm really enjoying it, actually. We should stop
Exactly.
talking about wrestling and only do podcasts about geography.
I love geography. Geography.
Yes, I would love to talk about shapes all day.
Right? God, no.
Ooh, wait, have any of you watched WandaVision?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh, you need to see it. It's so good.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, and you tell me to watch BTE? Excuse you.
That was a negotiation, so we would watch Impact. That was a deal.
Mm-hmm.
That was business.
You got a 15-minute episode, and we have like an 2-hour long episode. You owe us like 6 more BTEs, buddy.
Yeah, whatever. I'll watch it for the sake of the show, okay?
What? Wait, what are you doing?
Okay, the deal is just that they're supposed to watch Impact while I will watch BTE.
Which is like a 5-to-1 deal, too.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have taken that deal.
Yeah.
Or even 6-to-1. Like that's 120 minutes to like 20 minutes.
Listen, at least John Silver's giving me a little bit of life, like being so gay, you know. So.
That's sleepover.
For whatever
Yeah, that's.
reason.
John
So
Silver's
wait, why is it number 5 like out? Like they thinking that he's a girl? I didn't understand that.
No, they just hate 5.
Because
Oh,
for the long, he
Yeah,
got
that-
jealous of Reynolds being, having the best hair in the group. So he bought like a blonde wig and wore it under his mask. And he kept saying that he had the best hair in the Dark Order.
Yeah, that's just the whole joke. Like everyone hates 5.
Mm-hmm.
and then 5 was on top of the tent. Good.
But you got Hangman's storyline this week, and like you get lots of Hangman storyline, and everyone needs more Hangman in their life.
And the BTE championship.
New champion, new BTE champion. You watched a historic episode of BTE, third ever BTE.
I could have saw that in Sammy Guevara's blog.
Now you
It's
can.
a little bit more entertaining.
But he's not always competing for it. But now you can check it. Oh, I don't mind if you look. We'll watch Sammy's vlog. We'll even add that to the stuff that we watch. You just got to keep it up.
There's a shower scene with Marco Stunt and Griff Garrison.
Well, that sounds awesome. Actually, I'm gonna go watch that right now.
It's their main picture of the last blog.
So many girls.
I just feel like some of these wrestlers is just like, I don't know, like I feel like they do play around. Like, you don't think they swing?
I don't know. I'm just shaking my head at Dallas's comment.
What was it? Hold on.
Not suitable to air.
The spank bank one.
Yeah.
I would think that they do. I bet they do. Because I mean, like a lot of them don't drink or do drugs or anything. So I mean, some percentage of those people are going to be sex fiends.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking about? Hold up. Why are you thinking like so hard?
Well, that's highly offensive.
What do you mean?
Because I mean, so if you don't do drugs, you're gonna fuck a man. Like that's basically what you're saying.
No, that's not
Also,
what
I
I'm saying at all.
agree. But,
No, what he's saying
Also,
is
you
just
said
like,
swingers,
huh?
which doesn't always mean, it could mean couple sharing.
yeah,
Maybe that goes on. I'm just saying, everyone's has their vice, whatever it is.
and I'm sorry, a lot of them are sexy. Like a lot, there's a lot of sexy wrestlers, male and female, in my opinion. So, I mean, a lot of them, like I remember when they first started bringing in the Diva shirts, a lot of the Diva shirts girls were getting it on with the male wrestlers. So,
I'm sure that there's some fun things that we'll never know about.
oh yeah, I've heard several stories about Kelly Kelly, but if she ever wants to take out a book, I'll read it.
She's a hoe.
Oh,
So are we done? Or
Yeah, we'll end here. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Check us out on all the podcasts, Apple, Spotify, and all the other ones. You can check us out on BuckleBombEntertainment.com. The final installment of my rankings of the championship belts will debut Thursday. Check us out on our Facebook group and Twitter and Instagram. We're doing a Black History Month Spotlight Wrestler every day. So if you haven't seen those, check those out. You can check us out on Twitter also at BuckleBombENT.
Mm-hmm.
DMC Grizzle. I brought my equipment with me to my job.
You guys can follow me at Twitter at Orly1985. That's ORLLIE1985. Go ahead and give me a follow.
And you can follow me at Brian Bella BBE on Twitter.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.